Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be making some homemade hamburgers, and in front of you these are the ingredients that I will be using in order to prep the meat. I will also be making a coleslaw, and I also have some frozen french fries which I will be adding to the menu as well. In the bowl I already have about 1.5 pounds of the ground beef. Next I have, this is the green seasoning. Here I have some pimento peppers. Over here I have some cilantro, which is also known as shallow benny as well in the Caribbean. This is what we refer to this as, shallow benny. Here we have, or they sometimes call it bandania, according. So next we have onion, garlic, some Maggi season up all-purpose seasoning. Then I have, these are some liquid smoke. This one is the natural mesquite flavor. I also have this one, which is the natural pecan. And then I have the natural hickory. I also have some chives over here. I have some breadcrumbs, and this is the Progresso Italian style breadcrumbs. You can even use plain breadcrumbs, and you can use any brand of your choice. So this is what I'm going to use to help bind the burgers together. Some people also use egg. I just usually use breadcrumbs when I'm making mine. Here I have some Old Bay seasoning. Over here I have some of the grill meat barbecue seasoning. I love putting this because it gives it that nice smoky barbecue flavor. And over here I have some garlic powder, which I will not be using today. I just include this so that if you have this, you can also use this as well. But today I will be using the the fresh garlic. Next I have, this is a hamburger press that I have here, which I will be using. Also you can use your both hands, roll in a ball, press, and there you have it. And over here I have, this is just an electric grill that I will be using today. Again, this is something that if you don't have this, they also sell the grill plates that you can rest on the stove to do your burgers. Also you can even put it like on a cookie sheet and, you know, put it in the oven and cook your meat that way. So there's the few different options that you can try as well. Just for the sake of time, I went ahead and I start prepping the ingredients to put in the meat. So over here I have half of an onion that I cut up in really small pieces, as you can see. Next to that I have 5 cloves of garlic that I minced. Next I put about 2 of the pimento peppers, so that's this over here that I dice really fine, as you can see. Over here I have about, I believe I use about 2 of the scallion or chives, so that's over here. I also, as you can see, cut that up really fine. And over here I used about 5 of the cilantro, shadow benny, bandania. So that's what's going on over here. So I cut up about 5 leaves of that. So what I'm going to do is add that to the meat right now. Alright. And next I'm going to put the onions and the garlic. Next I'm going to add the green seasoning. So here I have half cup of that. It's a painful and horrifying life for these animals.
For just 60 cents a day, you can change
like that.
It could be the most important.
Next, I'm just moving this out of the way. Next, I already measured. This is 1 cup of the breadcrumbs. So that's what's going on in here. So I'm going to add that in here as well. Okay. Next, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of the barbecue seasoning from Grill Mate. Actually from McCormick Grill Mates. And this again, I love using this anytime I'm doing any type of barbecuing, whether it's chicken or burgers. It really gives that nice smoky hickory flavor to it. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. Next, I'm going to put the Old Bay seasoning. And here I have 1/2 teaspoon. Next, I'm going to put 1 dash of the all-purpose seasoning. Like that. And for the liquid smoke today, I think I will use the natural hickory. So I'm going to take about 2 dash of that and put in the bowl. 1, 2. Again, I love this as well when I'm doing any kind of barbecuing. Really great to enhance flavor in your meats. And next, I'm just going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, which I forgot to include in the list of ingredients. Next, what I'm going to do is just mix everything together. I already washed my hands, so I'm going to make sure everything is combined. Now that I have combined everything together, I am going to use some clear saran wrap and cover the top of the bowl. And what I will do is allow this to just rest for about 20 to 30 minutes before I start grilling the burgers. So let me just break that up like that. And cover the bowl. Right, so this is going to rest for, like I just said, 20 to 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to start preparing the coleslaw. So let's move on to the coleslaw. Now I'm going to prep the French fries, and usually I would use like regular Idaho potatoes and make my French fries from scratch, but because I don't have any and I just have the frozen ones, this is what I will be using for today's recipe. So I'm just going to open that and then put it in the bowl that's in front of you. Like that. On the packet usually have like the directions on how to prepare these, which is very simple. You can fry them. Today I'm actually going to put them in the oven to bake. So I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. So probably about 1 tablespoon. And next I'm just going to take a little bit of salt, I should say, and drizzle on it like that. And next I'm just going to mix everything like this. Usually I use this baking pan sometimes when I'm making oven French fries, but most times I tend to gravitate towards this. And what this is something that is used to make oven French fries. And if you are someone who love like crispy, crunchy French fries, this is the gadget that you would need. So this is what I'm going to use today, and as you can see, it has the hole, so it helps, like, you know, create that crispiness in the French fries. So what I'm going to do now is take my time and evenly place it onto the sheet like that, and spread it out to give like one flat layer so that all the fries will cook evenly. Alright, so on the instructions it says that this should be placed in the oven at 375 degrees, and let's see the time frame, for 25 minutes. So what I will do is, halfway through the baking time, I will remove it out of the oven and flip it over so that the both sides will be cooked evenly. Alright, so now I'm going to place this in the oven. Onto the sweet and sour coleslaw that I will be making today, I have a bowl. You will need vinegar, your cabbage, carrots, fresh garlic, juice from a lime, salt, black pepper, olive oil, sugar, and mayonnaise. So let's get this started. Okay, so I am just going to cut half of the cabbage. Because that's how much I will be using today. I'm just placing the other half over there, and then I'm just going to start slightly cutting this very thinly in this angle. You want to make sure that it's cut kind of fine, not too fine, but you don't want it too thick. Well, that's how I like making my coleslaw. Some people use like the food processor, but I like doing it this way. So here I have all the cabbage already cut up. Next I'm going to add the carrots. I already went ahead and removed the skin off of one carrot, and I also removed the skin off of 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm just going to use this side of the grater to grate the carrots. Okay, so I'm just going to place the rest of the carrots into the bowl like so, and next I'm going to start grating the garlic. I will be using this side of the grater. Okay, I'm adding the garlic into the bowl now. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use half the juice. I'm going to actually cut this lime in half and use half of the lime. So what I usually do as well to get more juice out of the lime, I would put my hand right on top of it like that, and I will go in a rolling motion back and forth, and this will soften the lime as well as produce more juice out of the lime. So I'm going to cut that in half and place that over here, and I'm just going to squeeze the juice. And I'm placing it over my hands just in case there's any seed in the lime. I will be able to catch it before it goes into the bowl. So, alright. Next, I'm going to pour some of the vinegar into the bowl. So here I have 1/8 cup. So I will be using about that much. Yeah, like that. Next, I have 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Next, I will be adding 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And then I will also be adding 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Like that. And before I add the mayonnaise, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Alright, and then with a spatula I am just quickly going to mix everything before I add the mayonnaise. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Alright, so that's it. I'm just going to transfer it into this bowl. Like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a piece of saran wrap on top of the bowl and leave it in the fridge just to chill a bit. Just going to cover that like so, and place this into the refrigerator, and let's get started with the burgers. So right now I'm going to put the grill on to start heating up, but before I do that, I'm just going to baste the inside with a little bit of olive oil. So I usually sprinkle a little bit of that, and I get my brush and just brush the interior of it. I take a little bit of olive oil and put on the brush like that, and then I do the same thing for the top part of it. Alright, so now I'm just going to turn this on for this to start heating up while I start shaping out my burgers. Alright, so I'm moving that off to the side, putting this out of the way. Here I have my burger press, and over here we have the meat. I also have this platter which I will just rest the meat on. So about this, oops, about this much. Actually, I'm gonna add a little more to this, about this much. Now I don't like my burgers too thick, and I really don't like it too thin, so I kind of meet somewhere in the middle, so it's not too thick and it's not too thin. So the press, I'm just going to place it in the center and press it down. Again, if you don't have the press, all you have to do is just press down and it will flatten the burger, and you just shape it in that rounded shape. So I'm just pressing that there, and I'm just gonna press, lift, and you have your burger. So that's what it looks like. Okay, again I'm gonna scoop out some, about this much. Shape it in the bowl, like so. And then I'm just going to place it in the center. Put my press and remove it from here, and you just reshape it. Make sure it's neatly pressed out like that. So as you can see, the burger is not too thick and it's not too thin. So I'm just going to continue doing this with the rest of meat, and I'll be back. So I prepared about 8 burgers to put on the grill, and what I usually do with the balance of the meat, I take wax paper, and I already went ahead and wrap some, so I'll show you exactly what I usually do with the balance of the meat. So in front of me, I cut off a piece of the wax paper, and all I'm going to do is take one of the ball and put it to the center there. And like I said, if you don't have the press, you can use your hands to do this as well. So I just fold it over, actually bring it up like that, fold it over like this, gently press, alright, and then shape it like that, fold it over like that. Alright, so I'm just going to do it again. Paper, place to the front there, leave a little space to the back, and gently press. Again, reshape like that, and fold it over. Alright, and then what I usually do is take a Ziploc bag, sorry, where am I saying saran? So I'm going to take a Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to place these in there, and all you have to do is place it in the freezer, and when next you're ready to do some more burgers, it will be already prepared. You just take it out of the wrapper, put it on the grill, or put it in your baking sheet and put it in the oven, whichever method you usually use when you're doing homemade burgers. So I figured I'll show you guys this before I start grilling the burgers. Another thing you can even do is wrap it in foil, individually in foil, but usually I just use the wax paper and it works fine. So yes, so this I'm just going to place in the deep freeze and start with the grilling of the burgers. Okay, so I'm just going to place this to the side. This usually catch whatever dripping from the grill. And opening this, it's nice and hot. And I'm just going to place my burgers 4 at a time. And what I love about this is this way it will cook the burger pretty well, and I can also open it all the way out, where I can even cook the other 4 burgers on one side and then flip it over. So just to speed up time and the cooking process, I am just going to do 4 burgers at a time. Alright. Okay. So as you can see, it's halfway cooked, and my family and I, we enjoy our burgers well done. So I'm going to allow this to continue cooking for another 3 to 4 minutes before I remove it off of the grill. So for those of you who like cheeseburgers, what I'm going to do is add cheese on top of the burger right before it's about to come off of the grill. So I'm just going to remove the wrapper. Like that. And just place it right on top of the burger. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to place it on the other burger and leave that for about a minute or 2 before I remove it off of the grill. So here I have the fries out of the oven, smelling really amazing. So I'm just going to plate everything and I'll be right back. Here's the plating for today's meal. In the back here I have the french fries in the french fry holder. To the front here there's an area where you can put any kind of ketchup, mustard, whatever you usually enjoy eating your fries with. You can place it in the front here. We have our burger in the front. Over here we have the coleslaw, and here we have the chili sauce. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.